Welcome back to Medieval Dynasty, episode 23. Today should be a fun one. We're going to do part 2 of Let the Mead Flow. This should be the last one. What we're going to do is I have a little bit of stuff that I kind of set up off camera just because it's far enough away that the resource storage doesn't pick it up, so I had to like transport stuff back and forth on the donkey. So I put up a couple... Jeez. So I put up a couple things. We'll go over that. I put a road out just to show where we're going to go. What I want to do is I want to get up 2 more breweries. So we'll have 3 breweries all together making mead, which should make us a bunch of money. Once the breweries are up, then we can see how much honey we're going to need. So I'm thinking we'll probably do 1 more apiary family. I don't know, but the honey comes in pretty quick. So we'll... Calm down, buddy. So I'm going to go over here. So we'll see... we'll see what it all entails. I like that our people actually wear like bee kind of beekeeper things. Let me see here. See if we can get a better view. There you go. So that's pretty neat. But yeah, we're gonna put up a couple breweries. You can see I have them marked down. We just got to build them. I did put a couple houses up here. So these are going to be the houses where we hire the new brewery people. I kind of liked the houses up here. It gave us some more room, and then we're gonna basically have like the campus of the brewery campus is gonna be all the way down there. But you can see we got a couple brewery houses, and it's kind of cool up here. I might build off of this to where our extras are gonna work, so we'll kind of see. But yeah, kind of a neat area, and then that's just right over there, as you can already see. Astoya. So we're kind of building in that direction up here, but yeah, so that is that. Now let's see if we can get these breweries up. Let's do a Q Korean first. So they were talking about this on one of the sports podcasts I listened to, but one of the guys brought up, and I thought it was kind of interesting. So it's Christmas morning or Christmas Eve, whenever you guys and girls open up presents. If you're a Christmas person, you celebrate Christmas. When you open up presents, how do you do it? Because the guy brought up a good point. He feels like there's 2 ways to do it, where everyone kind of does like a one-off thing, so it's like one at a time, everybody watches, or everybody like digs in and they do it all at once. And he said if you do the one, the other one feels super weird. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess I didn't really think about that. Because growing up, I feel like we kind of all did it at once, and then once you open something, you'd like be like, oh, I got this, and like everyone would look and kind of continue on. So it's a real quick kind of present opening. But now we do where they do it one at a time. So, Jesus. So so the present opening takes a lot longer. One person goes at a time. You kind of look, and I was kind of thinking, I'm like, yeah, man, they're actually very different. So I'm kind of curious, which way do you and your family or whatever open up presents? If you do that kind of thing, and the other way, does it feel really weird? Like if you were to do it the other way, would that be super weird for you? So that's Q Korean for the day. The question to create interaction. Now I've got our brewery set up. I just did this kind of off camera because I had to knock down some trees and I wanted them to look good. Because we can do the pathing here that's going to go around. We can put up another house there. So I think this is going to be kind of a cool build. And then we'll have pathing over here that goes around to where the bees are. And I was thinking we could probably put up like a fencing type thing here. So that's why that's kind of like that. I think that'll be kind of neat. But yeah, let's get... I can't get that far. Can I get this far? Okay, well, I can put this one up. The other thing is we got to make sure we got enough logs. So we're still a little far off here. We're just at the edge of the resource storage. Hopefully we have enough logs. If we don't have enough logs, we might have to do a little cut to get that second one up, which I might do anyways, because otherwise you're going to have to watch me and the donkey going back and forth, which isn't a ton of fun. Oh man, we got a lot of planks. All right, hold on. That is a plethora of planks. Let's go to our management here. I think it's about time we slow the planks down. Maybe like 20%. That's gonna get us a lot of logs. So eventually we're gonna have to slow down the wood production altogether pretty soon here. I'll jack it up for right now, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. So Which is fine. You know, if we need some wood, we can jack it back up then. But that'll be nice. We can kind of, like, lower their production a little bit. Because, yeah, I think we got plenty of planks to build all the bridges that we're going to need. Yeah. Alright, so that's brewery is done. So we're going to change you to a brewery. There we go. We'll accept that. So now we got to get one more brewery done. The brewery. Can I, if I'm right here, is that close enough? Can I run at it? Oh, that's pretty close. Nice. I don't think I'm going to be able to get those, though. All right. Let me go grab some stuff. We'll get this one done, and then we'll go look for some peeps. All right. So the brewery's just about set up. We already named that one. Took me a little bit. You probably noticed it's an extra day in there because we ran out of logs, so I had to kind of wait for people to get some. I didn't want to chop a bunch of trees down around here, so they're finally starting to grow back. So I just wanted to leave them, and our people are bringing in quite a few logs now, so I figured I would just let them have at her. Okay, so we've got the 2 brewery spots open. Now, what we need to do is we just need to go hire a couple production folks, which we'll go check out. I don't know if I'm gonna maybe we'll try to see if there's at least 4 people that we can find that have maybe a production of 2 or higher. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. They'll level up eventually, anyways. So let's see. Yeah, let's see what we got. We just got a couple of guys here. Oh, are you? Oh, you're actually pretty good. Okay, so you guys are both good. So we just got to go find a couple ladies then. Great, we'll see you there. Got Edward and Slawomir. Excellent. All right, let's get these fellers going here. So we got Edward, you can go in that one, and then we've got another one for Slawomir. Awesome. Okay, and then let's get them in the breweries. I know we gotta sign some stuff as well, which we will do here in a second. Okay. So again, just Mead. These are the Mead breweries. I'm just gonna have them start going right now. We'll do the math here in a second. That one, and you want some Mead in there. Yeah, and obviously these guys will get better, so we'll have to balance it kind of as they progress. Like they're already making 7, so pretty solid there. Okay. Probably just gonna keep. Well, maybe we'll take Philly. Maybe we'll take Billy. All right, let's go find a couple of ladies, a couple of production ladies to join them guys.
Hello.
Oh, where should we look? I don't know if we've been to Skowkie yet this season. Let's go see if there's a couple solid production ladies over here, or just ladies. I don't know. Not too worried about the numbers. They're gonna get better pretty quick. All right, we got a couple ladies over here. Okay, she'll do.
He's here again.
How are you? And you'll do too.
How's life treating you?
All right, we got a brewery people all set. So we got Slowa there. Whoop. Hold on. And in the Garta. There. Okay. So that's good. Now, again, just gonna assign them to their. Ooh. Who's working? Let's see. Who's living with who? Which one's living with Edward? Edward and Adobe Salawa. So let's go here. Edward, you're gonna be with her. You know, that way they're just like they're working with their wives. Just makes it easier for me, especially down the road once they start popping out kids. Okay, so we are making. Let's round up. Let's go 8, 4. So that's 12, 5. So 17 mead altogether, and then. Let me just pull out the old calculator here. So that's 17, and they got to use 8 pop. That's 136. So we want to make sure we're getting 136 honey, at least right now, a day. And oh my God, they're already making 176. We might just be able to get away with just 2 apiaries. I feel like we are, because they're only going to get better too. So. We'll probably even have to slow them down. That's because the meat sells for quite a bit too. So now what we need to do, now that that's all kind of good, let's go back. Let's kind of look at the rest of the kind of like production line that we need to set up. Because we'll have to make sure the bottles are coming in. We're getting enough clay for the bottles, you know, the water buckets, all that stuff. Actually, sorry, buddy. You can let's just hop along here.
Hello there.
I need a ride. I need to get that friggin' fast travel point. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Here.
This is by far the closest I think I've ever built to a village, so it's actually not too shabby. Like just taking the extra 20 seconds to kind of just go over this little hill and then boom, there's our stuff. Okay, so brewery set up, apiary set up. I mean, I'm not super worried about money. If we really wanted to, we could probably even expand this more because you saw how much honey's coming in. And now that we're only going to be, right, with the challenge, we're only going to be selling mead. So I got a feeling the brewery might expand, but I don't know. For now, I think this is fine. I might move one of those back to the other side then. Or maybe just have it like on both sides of the bridge. I did kind of like this one where it was before. Let's do a move. Right, because it's kind of just over and then like here-ish, right? That I think it saves everything, right? Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna buttload of honey. We've got our people there. Let's get some roads extended out before we look too much into our supply chain. I mean, this won't take very long at all. Do a little bit of that. Okay, and then we'll have some roads kind of going up here. Where can I connect you? Can I? Yeah, I might do. Bring it out a little bit and then bring her over. Okie dokie. That looks nice. Obviously, this one will be a little easier. Okay. All right. I like that. That looks nice. Okay, so we're all set up there. What did we say? We said... let's go back to here. So that's good. Let's make sure these are all set up. Because we said, what, 8, 12, 17. So we want to make sure we're getting 17 mead bottles in a day. So you, mead bottles. Yeah, see, we're already running low on clay. So we want to make sure we're bringing in... let's put him there. And yeah, we're using up clay at a fairly high rate. We may need... What else am we using clay for? I guess the valve over there. Even then, that's 30 clay. I feel like I'm gonna drop that. Might drop that completely. Then when I have extra clay, I might just turn that back on. But for right now, I think I'm gonna put that there. Okay. So that saves us a little bit of clay right there. And then the only thing we really should be using clay for is here, which would be here. So that's 4 clay a day. Ooh, that's 30 clay a day. Say 42. Man, that's a lot. Holy buckets. We're gonna need way more clay. See. It's like 17. 17 times 6 is 102, plus at least 50-ish. So let's maybe make a goal of 200 clay a day, which I think we're going to have to put up another excavation shed. Yeah. And they're just going to have to get clay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. All right. That's why we set some time aside. Okay, so actually let's get our other road going out here, and then we'll look at our clay production here. Put that there, and then should we have the path kind of go along the river? I feel like that might be kind of cool. Well, actually, let's do that, and then I'm gonna bring it out front here. So that way these guys kind of have that front yard going. All right, so they can kind of stay with that. Okay, and then I'm gonna bring you. These rocks are gonna be a pain in the butt, aren't they? Yeah. I'll bring you there. Yeah, getting out of those rocks is always kind of a pain in the butt. There we go. That'll do for now. Might switch that around later, but looks okay. Kind of got a little bit of the rocks there. Yeah, I think that looks all right. Kind of gives them a nice little path. Some of those trees I might remove, but once it comes up to where we're doing more of the decor stuff, we'll probably play around with that path a little bit and make it a little better. But I think it's good enough for now. All right, so let's go work on the clay. So I think the brewery's set up, which is pretty sweet. Now we just got to get the supply coming in, which, yeah, I feel like a second excavation shed and another couple running that is what we're going to need. So we are going to need a bunch of clay. Doing it 10. Oh, beautiful. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at my looking at my notes. Okay, let's get over here. I don't know if we're gonna need that third and fourth market stall. Hopefully we're making just enough money off the mead before that. The village is looking nice, a little bit of a foggy day. Okay, and we haven't done our roads over here yet either, which is kind of nice. So we can put up, some stuff up. Thinking if we do, oh man, this is like one of the first things we put up. Excavation shed. Terrain is too uneven, but you let me build it there. I hate you. I hate you. Come on, please. Please, 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 please. Might have to move that one so it's kind of in line with this one. Not enough resources. Where's that resource storage? Oh, I am kind of in no man's land as far as my resource storages go, aren't I? All right. Well, I'm gonna I'm gonna try to get this bad boy up, and then I think I'll get another house up, and then we'll bring everybody back. So I think I'm probably gonna move that one down a little bit, move this down a little bit, maybe make this look a little better. So yeah, give me a second. Let's get this excavation area kind of worked out, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I moved it around just a little bit. I think that looks much better. We are going to have a road that kind of comes in through here and bridges over to that side. Which will kind of leave these guys a backyard because there's going to be a road that comes up through here and goes around to there. We got to put those in yet, but yeah, I think this should work out just fine. So now what I'm going to do is we need to go find... find a couple excavation folks, and we're gonna move them into their new house. What do I call it? Just an excavate. Let's label this before I forget. That. And accept. Okay, so we got an open excavation house. Yeah, I guess I'm going to travel around a little bit more, see if we can find a couple more people in there. And then we'll get that set up, and then we'll bring everybody back. Probably got to look at the water bucket situation yet, make sure we're getting enough of those. I know we got a buttload, but just this is gonna, this will be like one of our main production line things, so we want to make sure that we don't run short on anything. So yeah, we'll double check that, and then we'll kind of go from there. Okay, so we've got a couple new people. Had to go around a little bit. We are running out of guys. A lot of girls around, not too many guys. So we might have to not. We probably won't be able to do much expansion until summer, if need be. There's like one more guy that I know of, but yeah. So here's our two new people. That's the new excavation house, and then if we go over to the new little workshop for them. Just on clay, they're making 105 a day, so we're a little under, but that should go up pretty quick. And then the other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch the buckets of water. So we're still in the positive, but like if I look at today, so we're on the negative. So we are gonna be using quite a bit more water. But I think what I kind of want to do is let a couple days go and just see how much, because then we'll have to adjust. That's kind of like the last thing we would need to adjust is the buckets of water. But if we come over here, we can kind of take a look-see at that. So I think we got plenty of like workspace left for these.
No worries, I'll wait.
These folks. Actually, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, buddy. I wanted to look at this. So he's still making, let's say 7. A little over 7. Get bit there. Okay, and then she's filling a little under 7, right? Because we want to have that left over for the milk. So we'll kind of keep an eye on this because we can always drop that. That's basically just her making water skins or refilling them as needed. We're just way over on that, which is absolutely fine. So if we need to fill up more buckets of water, I don't know why I keep doing that. Keep wanting to look at the buckets. You can see he can make a little bit more if we need be. So I'll keep an eye on that. We got a ton of water right now, but if it does for a couple straight days go down a little bit, we'll probably just add, we'll just have to like add a bucket or two. So that's not too bad. So I think what that means is our brewery's good to go. Production-wise, we should be making... Now, what is he? He's a 7, so he'll grow a little bit yet, too. But yeah, so we'll just have to make sure we don't run out of anything. Now is kind of the part of the game where we're doing a lot of balancing. The water I'll definitely have to keep an eye on. But for right now, what we can do is let's go to our services. So now we can change this. What I think I'm going to do, and this will probably take the rest of the episode, is I think I'm going to move this family. So he's the dad. I think I'm gonna move this family to a new farming area because I don't think we're gonna need all those fish anymore. Now that we're gonna be selling mead, we're basically just using the salted fish to eat, which we're gonna have a ton of. So I don't think we're gonna need that anymore. I'm gonna keep them up for now, but what I want to do is kind of migrate them over to, I think, the barn. Because we're going to have a lot of stuff coming in, and our people are going to need to do that. When we get the windmill, I've kind of undecided on that. We'll see what like the production is at the time. But I think we need more barn workers. So that's kind of one of the things we're a little slow on. And obviously some of it's coming through, but now that spring has been planted, they're going to be really, you know, like needing more work to be done, I think. So here's what I'm going to do. I think we're going to move this house. And then what I'll do is I'll probably just keep like an extra family down there by the fishing area. So I'll keep that house up, and it'll become an extra house. Okay. Oh yeah, we're running a little low on the old stone. How are we running low on stone? That's crazy. All right, let's see. And I need to put this back far enough so I can get another house in there. But let's check this out for now. I'm gonna have to go grab some stone. That's crazy. Do I like the windows? Yeah, I think I might put one like right there. And then take this one out. So let's get this bad boy up. I'm gonna have to go smack some rocks for a little bit or something. So we are out of the stone. I have stone coming in. It's just we're really spreading out the resources at the moment. So yeah, let's get this all up here for now. And yeah, they're gonna be bringing in stone. I might just go grab some. But we'll get up while we can for now. And then I'm gonna move the folks up here. And what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna move our farmers into the barn, and then I'm gonna have the fishermen come up here, and they're gonna be working. Yeah, they're gonna be working in the field. The fishermen are, because we don't need the extra speed for them. So okay, yeah, I guess just give me a second. I'm gonna go. I don't know if I want to do it the old-fashioned pickup way. No, that seems like a lot, right? Plus, they should be bringing in stone as I'm doing this. So, yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna get up that house, and I would like to really get up like another, because we should be getting away from that, but it's kind of like the least priority one, because your people don't need to be super happy that farm, right? Because it's like done in real time and it's the same speed regardless. So, but we'll see. Let me at least get this house up, and then we'll start moving some people around, and I'll kind of show everyone what I mean and why we're doing it. Okay, so we've got our house up for now. So they're staying as barn workers. What I'm gonna do is, these are our farmers. So I am gonna kick these two out of there. Oh. And then I am gonna bring them over here, because now their farming skill is quite a bit higher. So they will be able to... Yep, so we'll move them in. So now they are in the barn, or the barn house. So then if we go to our farming, now what I want to do, actually, so if I bring them up there, we're only going to have one guy who's farming. Interesting, actually, now that I think about that. How do I want to do this? We're going to need two there. So I might just move her over. So I'm gonna take her. Yeah, I think I'll do it that way, I think. So I'm going to have her be a barn worker. He will still work the fields for now. And I'm going to keep it like that. It's once like the baby stuff gets done, and you know, it'll be easy to switch that over because I'll see somebody's working out of the wrong house in the wrong spot. So now what we can do is we're going to take this family. You're not going to be a fisherman anymore. We're going to change these. So let's drop these. This should get this out of our like, yeah, where it's saying we got stuff to do. Man, might even remove. Maybe I gotta remove the assignment. Let's do that. Let's try that. Okay, it still kind of tells us there's just no assignments, but that's fine. So now we still have 2 working fishing huts. That should be fixed a little bit. Okay, so let's, yep, alright, so that's fixed a bit. Now, they're gonna come over here. Let's get them in the new house, I guess. Which ones are they? They are this couple, yep, so let's remove them from that house. And then I'm gonna just call this one an extra house. Yeah, this part of the game gets a little confusing. When I have so many like people married and having kids and all that jazz, like moving them around can kind of become a bit of a pain in the butt. So I'm just gonna bring them up here. That's why I label everything so clearly though. All right, so yep, you're gonna come up here. Very nice. Now I know he doesn't have a profession. So this is where we can put him in the farm shed. Where's our guy there? There we go. Okay. So now we got a couple farmers still. We got 1 more barn worker. I know I split those 2 up, but I mean they're both working over here, so it should be cool. Why do I have a status here? Simple. Oh, that should go away. All right. Let's take a look-see here now. Okay, so we've got that. I don't think I'm going to take those down. I think I'm going to leave them up. That should be good. That should be good as well. Then our services. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to switch these around. I might actually end up taking those 2 down. I don't know. We'll kind of see how it goes. So, yeah, you can see I was kind of messing with this already. But our people are going to sell mead, and selling 10 bottles of mead is 1,000 coins. So that's why I really want to get the mead production going. Because we have, basically, these people are going to sell it as fast as it comes in, right? So let's go to our mead. Because, yeah, they're definitely selling it way faster. I know I could stay with... I mean, normally I would, right? But being that the challenge is to only sell 1 item at a time, we are gonna be a exporting of the brew kind of town. And there we go. All right. So we are selling mead. We'll be selling the mead as it rolls in. You can tell our people, I mean, we could be selling 40 bottles a day, but we'll be making 10, you know, we're making 16 a day. Where's my other, what do these guys got going on? Okay, so we didn't have any of that stuff in. Yeah, so 10, 16, ooh, we're already going up a little bit, right? So let's say 22, 23-ish a day we're making now. And yeah, these guys are just going to get better and better, so their skill will go up and we'll start selling more and more mead. So I like it. That should be we should be kind of rolling in the money very, very shortly here. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. We got to let some stone roll in. I am sitting at 10 stone. Okay. All right, what else do we have time to do? Man, I almost want to drop those market stalls. Cause look, we're really right now they're starting to harvest some of the grains. They're still working on those, but we got extra people bringing stuff in. What I might do, and like I said, we I guess we already talked about it, but that yeah, so we need more flax, but everything should be growing, right? Yep, got all that stuff going. Our flax, our extra flax field, that'll be super helpful. Then we can start putting up lights. All right, so we've got the mead set up. The mead is ready to go. We're gonna be making the moolah off of that. Oh, I don't know if I showed everybody. I did upgrade this resource storage. I upgraded the other resource storage. The one on both ends are now tier 3 as well. But that helped with the getting the excavation shed set up. All right, so yeah, we got a buttload of buckets. Buttloads of buckets. Animal feed's still in a good spot. Trying to just look and see. Some of the wool's starting to come in. That's nice. We got wine bottles. We got mead bottles. That's something we did account for that for the nope. Right, because they're already progressing past what he's doing. I got a feeling we're gonna need all of them. Okay, that doesn't make me worry. I shouldn't say worry, but I might have to drop some of these a little bit. We might have to get another person. Might have to get another workshop person. Because now that he's maxed out, if I need more of anything, I don't really want to take away from too many of these. I suppose we could drop these. I don't think we're going through 20 wood bowls a day. So that gives us a little bit of percentage to mess around with. We'll have to keep an eye on that. I forgot who he's living with. Oh, he's living with the girl who works at the well. Okay. We'll have to see how that goes, because we definitely don't have another spot allocated for if we need another workshop person, you know what I mean? So we might have to, that might be one of those extra housing situations. But yeah, that'll be interesting. Yeah, because I kind of like how it's set up over here. Yeah, and we don't really have any other room. Yeah, so we might have some like extra housing that we have to put up there. Which hopefully that doesn't go against the challenge. Otherwise, we got a little bit of room back here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to move all those around. We'll see. We'll see how she goes. All right, so that's all up and running. Now it's kind of the waiting game and the balance game. We're making a lot of food. We're making a lot of everything right now. Everything is working like a charm. Trying to decide what we should do next. I'm gonna... Actually, you know what? Yeah. Stay here for a second, buddy. Let's clean ourselves off, get a little drink, get a little food. And then I might have to do a cut to figure out what we're going to do next here. I think next episode we're going to do animal husbandry stuff. The little one has come up with a bunch of names. Her and her friends kind of did. They kind of went off on like a food and color tangent. But we're going to do some names and get that all set up. Let's see. I've been eating a little bit of honey. Kind of gives you a little bit more carry weight, 5 carry weight. Doesn't last very long, but just figured we got so much extra honey. I don't know what to do with it all now. Okay. All right, that's wrapped up. We've got 30,000 coins in here. That's pretty good. Oh, I have been. So this will be another kind of future episode-y thing. But I kind of want to do it if we do, you know, I don't know if this lady's going to get married pretty soon. But one of the forge ladies is pretty cool. She's kind of one of those hopeless romantics. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's finish up our roads. Let's finish up our roads while we're over here. We can finish up the episode with that. There we go. That'll be nice. This lady.
How do you do?
Let's see. Wife, something that the king can tell the future. Funny thing is, she doesn't get like jokes and all that though. I don't know. Let's say that. I think he actually can. Yeah. So she's like, I don't know. She's pretty straightforward. Do you sing? The only thing so I was never bold enough to try. All right. So I don't know. We've been kind of talking to her. She's pretty cool. Oh, she's got to think about what we said.
Have a good day.
Okay. See you later. All right. So, yeah, let's do some roads to finish up the episode. Not only we got the Mead stuff all situated, we get some more roads in. I feel like now that we've got all that money, we can probably start doing some of our decor stuff. Where are you going? I was gonna kind of swing that over, but now that those houses are kind of like that, I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna do that. I could swing it in over the top this way, I guess. So let's get a road going here. Alright, so we've got a road that kind of wraps around. I don't want one in the middle there, so we're going to probably have some yardage for these houses. And then we've got that going there. Kind of split the difference of these houses here. That tree might have to go. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know how I'm going to quite do the all the lighting yet. Looks good. I don't know if I want like a light out in front, kind of like I did with Bellwright, where I put like a light out in front of all the houses. Otherwise, I mean, we'll put lights on there for sure. But I'm not entirely sure how I want to do that yet. All right, let's get. I feel like we can get a road going over this way. Get a road going over here. We could probably bring it up to here. Just kind of bring it through right here, and then it's going to go down that way. I already know I want that bridge there. So let's do that. Alright, so you're kind of coming on straight right there. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna bring this over here. Kind of bring it that way. Maybe we'll bring it down across the edge there. Oh, wish that was. Is that gonna be okay? I think so. As long as we have this go more straight over here. Actually, you know what? What I might do is I might put up that bridge. I might put that bridge up first, then have the road kind of come in between there. Yeah, because I want one coming up here. I want to give... Is this the Weaver? Yeah, this is Sewing Hut. Okay. So our road kind of goes that way. So if we have this kind of split the difference... I think that'll look good. Let me see. Okay. Plenty of time, plenty of time. Alright, where is my water? Okay. Alright, and then we can probably get away with a short one here. And a little ramp down. Let's see if that's gonna work. Am I out of the water? Yep. Nice, okay. So that goes over the water like yay. And then we can just make this go to the road along the Weaver here. There we go. All right, and then I want to connect you up to there. Let's see if this is gonna be straight or not. I want to split the difference here. Yeah, I might just bring it along up to there. I think that'll be fine. Then we can bring you over. Might just bring it over from here. Yep, I think that looks good. Come at. There we go. All right. Just got a nice little... Our road's going up now. We got the excavation area. If they want, they could kind of take the road over that way. I think that looks pretty good. We got our bridge right here. It's coming down over here, right? And this road extends over this way. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. We got our bridge coming over right here that goes over there, which is where all of our forge people live. The road kind of comes over here to our resources. Yeah, I think that looks pretty solid. I think that's a pretty sweet setup. Looks like it's about nighttime. We'll probably go to sleep here in a second. Maybe we'll get a nice little bird's eye view of kind of the road structure now that it should be mostly done. I guess we'll have to double check, make sure we didn't miss anywhere that we wanted to kind of put it in. It'll definitely look way better once we get the lighting up, I think.
Let's go.
Yeah, just our extra little lady house back there. I guess the other thing we could do is having a bridge go across. I was thinking about having a bridge go like across here. Kind of gets to the farm a little quicker. Let's see if we can see how this is looking before it gets dark out. It might be a little dark. We might sleep. Yeah, I think it's kind of hard to see. All right. Let's get a little shut-eye. Hopefully we can get to sleep already. Or do we gotta wait? Oh, no, we don't. All right, let's see how those roads are looking. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's come out here. Let's get a bird's eye view. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Okay, so that's our house. And then we've got stuff kind of going everywhere from there. We got resource storages. We've got stuff up to where the cooking is, the herbalist area. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. We've got our market area, our tavern. Everything's connected there. Farm-wise, we got to connect that one. Everything with the Mead brewery over there should be connected. Everything's connected up there. Could maybe do... Well, I don't say we could maybe do like one right there. Otherwise, let's see. How's it looking over here? I think over here is pretty solid. We just kind of looked at this. I think I like how that turned out. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe one right here. Let's go look at that. See how it looks kind of in person. Because then we could get one going over to... yeah, kind of behind and around this workshop area. Kind of like that idea. Because, yeah, there's not really much over here. I don't think we're going to need any extra houses or anything. So, yeah, maybe if we get us a nice bridge going across right there. Put one right there. Then I think we'll do a long one right there. And we'll ramp up. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Okay. So now, yeah, now we can get a little road going across here. I feel like if you were, you know, working at the woodshed or whatever, and you wanted to get to the tavern, right? You kind of have a little bit of a long walk. This will make a nice little shortcut for him, I think. All right, and then they can kind of come along here. We still got room for that. Man, I'm just trying to think if I need another workshop person, how I'm gonna do that. I suppose I could have him live with the herbalist. We could maybe move the well lady. Let's see. If you go there to there. Okay. So now we're all connected right here. Yeah, that way if the the wood people get done, they're like, oh man, I don't want to walk all the way over there and around. Now we got a nice little. Look at that. She's already taking it. Yeah, I like that. I think that looks good. So we've got a lot of decor stuff ahead of us. We've got a fair bit of money now, though. So, I mean, I'm thinking it's gonna be pretty sweet. Like there's already a lot of these. Like there's like the ivy. Let's unlock some of this. How much money do I have? I have 38,000 on me. Is that right? Did I take all that money? So you can see we've got, like ivy stuff. I mean, I think you can even put like the ivy up there because I don't really like the colors. The pattern stuff's kind of cool. I could do some of that. We don't have dyes yet. Otherwise, you can do like trophy stuff, and, like banners and all of that. That looks kind of cool. I think on top of the house, but at least for my house, I think I'm gonna like put up some ivy just because it's kind of new. Right, so if we do like some ivy there, I mean, you can even do it on your door, which is pretty crazy. So maybe we do it like that. Ivy, and it doesn't take resources either, which I think is kind of cool. We got thick ivy. Look at that, the lush ivy. There we go. So our doors, our house has kind of got some. The ivy growing on her. I think that looks kind of cool. I don't know if do we want it all the way around? Seems like a lot of ivy around the house. Maybe we'll just have it like on that side. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a cool little update that they've done. Other things we're gonna have to do is we got to unlock some shutters, which ones do I like? I kind of like these ones. I mean, we'll probably start unlocking a lot of stuff. But what do we need? Planks, logs, iron bars. Yeah, so we got plenty of that. But let's say like these are going to be our shutters. Let's see. Nope, not ivy. Right, so we can do that, and then you can open them. All right, so that looks pretty sweet. And then, if I do, hold on. Wall. Oh, I can do the planters with. Yes. So if we decorate that, now these are where having all those things comes in handy, right? So we can have some, I don't know, what are we gonna put in here? Some daisies, some dandelions, some chicory. All right, so that looks pretty sweet. Yeah, we got to do this with like every house. It's gonna be a lot. But yeah, like that would be kind of the front-ish part of the house. I think that looks pretty sweet. Definitely makes it come alive, quite a bit. But yeah, we'll leave some of that. If that's really your thing and you want to just see us decorating a bunch of houses, there's all sorts of stuff we're going to be decorating. Plus, we have some of these too. So like, there's going to be I don't know, I'm just going to be putting stuff everywhere, right? Like there's carts and piles of stuff that we're going to be putting in places. Some of them have their own things. Like I'm definitely going to have some laundry kind of laying about. The big thing though is we need to get those flax fields in. So once those come in, we'll be doing a lot more of the decor. But I feel like we can do some of the houses and whatnot. We have like everything we need for the houses already. So we'll see. I think next episode's going to be horses and geese. And then after that, we'll probably be getting into some decor stuff if nothing else pops up that we need to do. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. We've got the mead flowing. We're going to be making hopefully a bunch of money off the mead. We'll be checking, making sure everything kind of stays in balance. But if there's anything you'd like to see, let me know. Because yeah, I think we're moving along pretty good, and we're gonna really start making the village look nice. Especially once we get that first big harvest in, I think we'll be able to do a lot more with the lighting and all that. So I'm looking forward to that. But in the meantime, check out the link for the Discord in the description. A lot of fun stuff going over there. Otherwise, with all that being said, hope you enjoyed today's episode. Go out there and be a good person. It's not that hard, and I will see you on the next one.